They better do it, Lord. You better get them, Lord. Before I get them, Lord. Hey. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So Holy Spirit, activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey.
You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. They better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. Before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey. Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So Holy Spirit, activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey.
You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. They better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. Before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey. Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So Holy Spirit, activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey.
You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. They better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. Before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey. Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So Holy Spirit, activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey.
You cannot. Hold on. Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. They better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. You better get them, Lord. Holy Spirit, activate. Before I get them, Lord. Activate. Hey. Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say.
Hi. You guys hear me? You guys hear me? You guys hear me? I love you all. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Okay. You can hear me. Can you like echo hear me? Or can you just like hear me? Like, do you hear me? A couple of me. And I'm a girl. Hello, everyone. Oh, look at all you wonderful people. All you wonderful people and your beautiful faces. This is me saying hi. Supposed to be saying hi. Okay, I would say all of your names. You know the reason why I don't say all of your names because I'm popular. I absolutely am. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all say no echo. Thank you. I'm popular. Okay. And when you're popular, um, You just don't have time to talk to everybody. You just don't have time for it. Doesn't mean that you don't like love those people that you don't say hi to. It's just you didn't have the time. I would be here forever because you all are so amazing. You guys are so amazing. So I love you guys. I love you all. Is it echoing? Is it echoing now? Is it echoing now? Girl, don't say whatever, girl. I mean it. I love you guys. I love y'all. Okay, Roglin. Okay. Everything on my end says that it's fine. So how are we? How are we? Thank you, Candy. How are we? How are we now? Hi. Are you echoing much better? I don't know what that means. Okay. Help me help you. Okay, not because it says it's good on my end. I don't, I don't know. Okay, y'all saying it's better. Okay, these must be all Apple people. Okay, these must be all Apple people. Trust that I'm not talking to you. Trust that I'm not talking to you. And trust I'm talking to everybody in here but you. I'm not talking to you. But are we going to talk about that? Are we going to talk about how I'm not talking about you? Yeah. Okay. So I see it's a lot of iPhones in here. Okay, it's a lot of Apple products in here. Okay, it's a lot of Apple products. And here, shout out to Apple. Oh well. Oh well. I'm moving right along. Lizzie. Here she comes. Roy. So what? Girl. Ugh. So and I'm a girl. So hey y'all, I missed you guys. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Okay. I was so busy yesterday. I was with the churn. One had an event. The other one wanted to go play basketball. It was a lot. Okay. I was all over the place. So when I got home last night, I lay down. I was like, yeah, nigga. You know, when your kids just like bring you, you know? And then I went and played basketball against my son and I won. He totally owes me $300. See, he liked to bet with me and I'm a girl. And I always pay my debt because I don't like owing nobody, not even him. Gross. So, and I'm a girl. So he said we was gonna play the 10 and whoever won owed the person $100. So I'm like, bet. So and I'm a girl. So we played and I totally won. I played like it was like I was playing against LeBron. That's how I played it, my girl. Because look, I'm getting this $100. I'm getting this $100, and that's on period. So and then my girl, so I'm out there playing, you know, like Michael, you know, because I'm getting my $100. So I won, of course. I was not easy on him. I was filing, absolutely was. Goaltending, all of that. Oh well, street rules. It was street rules. It was street rules. It was street rules. So and then my girl, no, because he was cheating too. Like he's not supposed to be on my back. Like that's what do you call that, ref? So he was literally on my back. All of this stuff talk about some this all because you tall. He like it's only because you're tall. It's only because you're tall. No, it's not. It's because I'm amazing. Okay, it's because I'm amazing. So and I'm a girl. So that was fun. No, I was not cheating. That girl and I was not. Okay, he started it. All right, that's just what that were. That's just what that were. He was tripping me, all type of stuff, jumping on my back, all of that. Girl, it went down. We was wrestling for the ball at one point. It was a mess. Okay, it was a mess. But we got it done. We made it to 10. So and I'm a girl. Yes, I was not easy on him at all. He tried it. So then we played 2 more times. and I won them too. So he owed me $300. Okay, because he come. No, how about we play this time? You know, because he was like double or nothing. I'm like, nothing. I'm keeping my little $100. I'm like, yeah, you tried it. And so we did all of that. We played for like an hour or two. It was fun. We had a good time. And after that, we went out to eat. It was hilarious. And I was, because we went and got some food. I'm like, you got this, player? Because you $300 in the hole. And I'm going to hold him to it. So he got us dinner yesterday. It's very cute of him. He got us dinner yesterday, hand of choice. It was about $20. A little $20. It was a good time. We had a good time. But then my daughter had an event. So while she was at that, we went and play basketball. Then we went and got her, and we came home, and I was tired. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. Okay, I got some coffees ready. I'm dropping today. I was like, okay, and I went to bed. So that was my Friday, and now Saturday, chilling with y'all. Hello. I love you guys. So welcome back to my show. We should be good now. Now the sound, okay, we're good. So now I can start because I don't want to start and the sound start messing up because I was going to get really annoyed. But we're good. So we should be able to start the show. The title of the show is Jayz Nephew passed away in a car that he bought him. Absolutely. Jayz and Biggie T. So we're gonna get a little bit of that, because a lot of people didn't even know that Jayz and Biggie had any dealings. Some know, some of you, your hip hop history and whatnot, and you know that they had dealings back in the day. And Solange and Jayz's elevator fight explained. Okay, so from what I hear is what I'm gonna tell you, right? And I'm going to bring up some stuff that's going to, like kind of prove what I'm saying. And I'm a girl. So it's going to be a decent amount of information given to you. So, me, I like to give you it in doses instead of just shoving a lot of stuff down your throat. Because then it's like hard to process. So recipes to Kathy White. We talked about her a few times on a few lives that we have just been doing in my girl. But we're gonna move right into Jayz's breakdown of, what happened to his nephew and all that good stuff, because why not? So let me pull that on up. Boom. So here we are. Jayz breaks down story of nephew's passing the coded book. All right. Now Jayz made a song back in the day, and he talked about the passing of his nephew. Now I went over some people's heads, but it didn't go over mine. When he said it was like as he said it, I was just like, wait a minute, what? And he even took ownership. Yeah. He even blamed himself for Jayz, I blame you too. I absolutely do, because it's just not a coincidence. Very weird, okay? So Jayz's nephew had graduated from high school. God rest his soul. And when he graduated, Jayz decided to buy him a car as a graduation gift, okay? Now, his nephew passed away in an accident in that same vehicle that Jayz had got him and Emma girl. Unbeknownst to Jayz, his nephew had a girl pregnant. Okay. And it's not even like proven that Jayz's nephew, before passing away, even knew he had a child on the way. Yeah. So Jayz says, I didn't know that she was pregnant. I don't even know if he knew. If she was pregnant. And now here's my thing. Like Diddy, a lot of people have passed away around Jayz. Absolutely. And it's like everybody but him. Same thing with Diddy. Like Arab has away, but him type of situation, right? So we're gonna get into set lyrics that Jayz said about his nephew. Some people will say maybe this was a sacrifice, and whatnot. Hey, totally not against the theory, but I don't have any receipts to back that would be true. But we're definitely going to get into this. So Jayz breaks down the meaning of his Kingdom Come album, Cut Loose One, in the release of his book Decoded. Okay, so back in the day, Jay-Z released a book and it was called Decoded. Okay, very creepy, by the way. The rapper speaks on the passing of his nephew who died in a car accident. Tragically, it was a car bought as a gift from Jay-Z himself. Jay-Z's quote in his on the song: "My nephew died in a car I bought. So I'm under the belief it's partly my fault." I agree. I agree. I agree. I'm like, oh well, yeah, totally is. Hey, I mean, you did buy him the car. I mean, and I'm a girl. He done drove other people's cars. He done drove other people's cars in his life. He survived. He get into the one you bought in the upper room. God rest his soul. So he said again, my nephew died in a car I bought. So I'm under the belief it's partly my fault. Close my eyes and squeeze. Try to block that thought. Place burden on me, but please, not that, Lord. Your girlfriend's pregnant, the Lord's gift. Almost lost my faith that restored it. Gross. Gross. I say that's gross because this is the same man that has worn "Do What Thou Wilt" t-shirts and hoodies, and he was a big fan of Aleister Crowley and Aleister Crowley's books. He's read, even been photographed with those books and whatnot. And that's, if you don't know who Aleister Crowley was, he was a huge Satanist. He believed in unthinkable things. They just, like, literally things happening to children and all type of stuff. I mean, just stuff you wouldn't even dream that a person would do, like human sacrifice, spirit cooking, all type of things. Okay. And one of the main things that Aleister went by was "Do what thou wilt," meaning you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, whatever, and you could literally do whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you can't do what you want to do, because you can do what you want to do. Do what thou wilt. So like not even God. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Just do it, whatever it is. Don't. So he's definitely not a Christian. You can't be. I don't believe in Aleister. I didn't read any of his books, not even for research purposes, because I believe certain energy you just don't invite into your life. And so for him to be say that he almost lost his faith, like faith in what? Like what are you talking about? Because you were wearing these hoodies and t-shirts and being photographed with Aleister Crowley books and whatnot before Aleister passed away and before this album came out. So I'm like, yeah, what faith? I'm like, there you go, lying again. Who's gonna run this town tonight? One of the most demonic songs I've ever heard in rap. And I'm a girl, like, love Rihanna down, but she knew what she was saying in those lyrics. She know what those lyrics mean. Okay, that was a heaven against hell thing, is what that was. And Jay-Z knew what that were. You say you watch your music, right? Okay, so you know what you're saying. You know what you're saying, girl. That's no coincidence. So yeah, I don't like when he like to play with religions like that. Like, what you mean? Almost lost your faith. Like, faith in what? The universe reveals unexpected consolation. Okay, so it says, as if the story could not get any more sad, Jay-Z reveals my nephew's girlfriend was just a couple months pregnant when he died, which none of us knew. Maybe not even him. Mm, mm, crazy. And the car, you bought him, right? Okay. Okay. But I guess that's just a coincidence. Whatever. Just ignore it, because he had nothing to do with it. The last verse is the most powerful example of the paradox of the song's chorus. that even the greatest loss holds the possibility of redemption. Who needs any redeeming in a situation like that when someone gets into a car accident besides the person that like did it? So if a drunk driver's driving and they take somebody's life while behind the wheel, I will understand them wanting and needing redemption. But you buying someone a car, what does that have to do with you needing redemption from? Why do you need to see light at the end of the tunnel? Like force light with so much darkness. Or it's so much darkness. The darkness is this boy passed away at a very young age with a child that he didn't even know about, possibly. Literally. Okay, Jay. Okay, Jay. So yeah, I just thought that was crazy. That's not the only person in Jay-Z's family, you know, that passed away in weird circumstances. And it was a weird circumstance. He was not drinking and driving or anything like that. Weird. But we'll keep going. We absolutely will. Let's get into Jay-Z. All right. So Sean and I did have protected X, but the protection broke. Woman who claims she had an illegitimate son with rapper Jay-Z lays bare very intimate details about their alleged fling in signed affidavit. Okay. So this man, Ramir. Well, let me pull up a better picture right here. So Ramir, which is obviously not Jay-Z, because Jay-Z is another picture. So the one that's not Jay-Z, in this photograph, this young man, Ramir, has been going around for years. When I tell you years, trying to get a paternity test done between a DNA test, I should say, done between he and Jay-Z because Jay-Z is his alleged father. Okay. Now, Ramir is a very handsome 30-year-old man that, you know, has been claiming for a very long time that Jay-Z is his biological father. Jay-Z has went above and beyond to make sure that this young man, Ramir, does not get his DNA and so that he does not have to test, okay, out at all. Whoever this out. So he's done everything in his power to make sure. Now, I definitely believe Ramir, and I'm not saying that I believe Ramir. I'm saying that I shouldn't word it like that. I should say this. I believe Ramir's mother, because his mother obviously is the one who told him that Jay-Z is his biological father. Okay. Now, this woman passed away, which is Ramir's mother, in 2019. Okay. So, and all the way up until she died, she said the same story. Her story never changed. Sorry, that was my mom. I knew it was. I'm like, it has to be like my mom or somebody. That was my mom's car. So yeah, so he has been doing everything in his power to make sure that he does not get the DNA now. And a signed affidavit, which is right here, okay, his mother, Wanda, right, this is his mother, Wanda, and she ended up passing away again in 2019. So God rest her soul. Yes, she did pass away in 2019. But this is just stupid. Like Jay-Z, this is so stupid. A woman who claimed she had an illegitimate son with world famous rapper Jay-Z laid bare intimate details about their alleged fling in a signed affidavit, describing the series of events that led up to what she says was the moment her child was conceived. Wanda Satterthwaite, is that how you said that? I hope so. Who passed away in 2019, insisted until the day she died that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Corey Carter, is the father of her son, Ramir, now 30. And she fought until her final days to try to make the rapper take a paternity test to prove her child's percentage once and for all. Now, Jay-Z did everything. When I said he took this like base, damn, it's like the grand jury, so that he did not have to take this paternity test. At this point in time, in order for Ramir to prove that's his daddy, he had to follow him and watch him and wait till he like throw away a straw, something like that to get his DNA. Like, it's that serious. Jay-Z has done everything to make sure that Ramir and get a piece of his DNA, or Wanda, and she fought this until she passed. So she had been pursuing a paternity test against him for years. And she has plenty of people to corroborate her story, okay, about what happened between her and Jay-Z. I'm like, this is pathetic, Jay-Z. Like, wow. Now, for the first time, Ramir is sharing his mother's own recollection of the night she says she and Jay-Z had sex, revealing to the dailymail.com the affidavit in which she shared her memories of that evening in 1992. In the document, which is dated February 25th, 2015, Ramir's ailing mother claimed that she and Jay-Z met through a mutual friend, that they spent a night together at the rapper's, at Jay-Z's, aunt's apartment in Brooklyn, and most damningly, that they had protected sex, but the protection broke. Jay-Z's attorneys have repeatedly denied the claims made by all of the parties involved, including Wanda, Ramir, and Ramir's godmother, Lily Colley, who Wanda gave custody to when she became gravely ill and unable to care for her son. So his godmother, which was her near dear friend, she knew exactly what happened. She knew that her and Jay-Z had been messing around to the point, she got pregnant, ended up getting pregnant in 1992. He didn't even go by the name Jay-Z at the time and whatnot. So yeah, and she became sick, Wanda, really sick. And her god sister, her friend, her son's godmother, she gave custody of Amir to her because she was too ill to take care of him. Okay, so this is what makes it like really gross to me. It's like he needed you, like, in the worst way. This boy is innocent. He's done nothing to no one. Like, all he did was be born. That's crazy. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Wanda claimed that she had an illicit encounter with Jay-Z in 92, and that the rapper, now 53, well then, is the father of her son Ramir, and this is again them too. So here's her affidavit. Wanda, write these allegations about my relationship, Sean C. Carter. I met Sean Coy Carter in fall of 92, and he identifies himself as Rock through my friend Kalisha Allen, who is eyewitness. Mr. Carter and a friend came to Philadelphia to pick up both me and Kalisha around the area of 24th and Bolton Street in Philadelphia. I went by the name of Caramel or Precious. Wait a minute, let me find out. Were you guys the ladies of the night? Let me find out, Wanda, girl. Yes, Wanda. Not Caramel or Precious. Let me find out, girl. Let me find out. Look at here. Girl. And I'm a girl. So, yeah, her flip. Girl. And she went by everything but Wanda. Wanda said, look here, call me Caramel, Precious, everything but Wanda. And I'm a girl. So go on, girl. Go on, Wanda, girl. Go on, girl. Jayz. Jayz, I like it. I like it. Let's keep reading. Oh, well, this is in the 90s. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was doing her thing, girl. Everybody got a pass, girl. So Kalisha rode in the front of the car with Sean's friend, while Wanda, aka Karma Precious, and I'm a girl, rode in the back with Sean. The driver drove what looked like an Eldorado car, which was gold /yellow. We were taken back to Sean's aunt's apartment in Brooklyn Projects in New York. The building had an elevator with gates and mirrors inside. I am unsure of the floor, but the apartment had 2 bedrooms, and the bedrooms were off to your left once you entered the apartment. After talking and drinking and dancing, my girlfriend went off to the room with Sean's friend, and I went with the child. Yes! Bust down, Tatiana, bust down. Yes! Wanda said, look at here. You know, she was in there. Ooh, I went up in there. Yeah. And then I went in the room with Sean. I was up in there. Yeah. So I'm going, Wanda, girl. Ooh, I liked Wanda. Ooh, got Wanda, girl. God rest your soul, girl. You sound like you was fun, Wanda, girl. Yes, Wanda was my type of girl. Yes, yeah. Bust down, Tatiana, bust down. Ski. Like that little girl. Yes, Wanda. Ooh, girl, Wanda, girl. Ooh, Remy, your mama sound fun. Oh my goodness. She could probably cook too. Girl. Ski. Period. Period. Go Wanda Precious caramel girl. Yes. I like this. Oh, I like this type of stuff. So and I'm a girl. So she said, after talking and drinking and dancing, my girl went off to the room with Sean's friend, period. And I went with Sean. Sean was wearing a black Woodbridge hood jacket with a hat, and his hair was a small fro. Yay. But once they left his aunt's place, he put me in a leather jacket. Mm. Mm. Okay. Period. Cause she getting jackets and stuff already. Go on, girl. Sean and I did have protected X, but the protection broke. Sean and his friend returned 2 weeks later to see us girls again, but only found me, Wanda, since Kalisha was having problems at home. Sean asked me to leave with him, but I told him I could not because my mother would be upset. How old was y'all? Wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna do the math. Because why y'all? She was having problems at home, so her mama said she could come outside, and then you was having problems at home, but you said that your mama said that you couldn't go neither. What does your mama have to do with any of this if y'all was grown? Excuse me? Why wasn't the auntie never at Jayz apartment? At that apartment? Why was she never there? Y'all ain't say nothing about the auntie, what she looked like, that you walked past, or nothing. You should have went to auntie's apartment. Go. It's given it was his apartment. Because where was she at? You said it was on 2 bedrooms. You was in one room. Ski. Alicia was in the other room. Ski. What was what was this auntie at, girl? Oh my goodness. You said you went back over there. Still no auntie. Hello. Hair flap. Yeah, he get to go wherever he want to go. He pulling up in Eldorado, giving you leather jackets, all of this stuff, and I'm a girl. But you said, but my mama said, why would you say, but your mama said? If you was grown or well, because I wouldn't care what my mama said, mama. But I wouldn't care what my mama said. Okay, mama, I do mean it, but I would have left. So I would have like not cared elsewhere, girl. Because I'm grown. And that's on period. So, and I'm a girl. I'm like, okay, well, why can't nobody leave the house? Why Kalisha girl? She can't go nowhere. She grounded. And she can't go with you because my mama said. What about your mama said? Your mama says you couldn't be over here, but you here. It's very so much giving 15, 16 creeping outside. It's very giving, very so much giving 16 and pregnant. So and I'm a girl. And I'm a girl because Ramir is 30. Because he was born in 92. Okay, so I wonder how old his mom was. Does it say? Does it say how old she was? Hold on. Ramir's mom. I just said she passed away. It doesn't say how old she was. Oh my goodness, I'm nosy. I want to know now. I want to know now because, like, why does it matter? Because, not call Marvin. 10th or 11th grade, right? I'm confused because I want to know because why does parent like come in? Why does that come in? Why does that matter? Okay, y'all saying she was 16, so was she 46 when she passed away? Yeah. It would make sense. She was like, that's why I said was she like 15, 16, you know. Wow. When did she pass? 2019. 2019. Yeah. Jay drove from New York to Philly for that team. Stop it, Pepperoni. I cannot. Okay, Creole Cutie says, I think she was 16 or 17. That's why he avoided taking that. Now you said that. And I'm a girl. I did not say that. You said that. Because I'm like, he sure went through dire measurements to make sure that he did not take that test. I mean, he went through dire measurements, and I'm a girl. Like I'm saying, like, and trying to. I don't know if they did, but or did they? The grand jury like even got involved with making sure that Jay-Z did not take that paternity test. I'm like, well, he has to be your son because I'm a man. If I know that ain't my kid, it's not my kid. It's like that. It's fine. It's fine. Here you go. You got a cup. Now go ahead, run along. Run along. Go ahead. Do what you need to do it. Run along. Because I know that's what that word. Ramir's older than 30. Well, hold on. When was this published? This was published. When was it published, yo? Okay. In 2023. Okay, so this was published last year. So now Ramir's probably like 31 or about to be 31 at this point. So yeah, wouldn't that be considered? To a certain degree, I mean, it depends on where it happened. Because I believe it happened in New York. So it would depend on their circumstances and how the law is there in New York. Each state is different. Some states are exactly the same with their laws. From what I'm gathering, yes, either 15 or 16. And yeah, he was 22, 23. Mm-hmm. And y'all wonder why they call him and R. Kelly called that album the best of both worlds. In a bag in a club with my mom. Fiesta, fiesta. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chris says, I was following the story, but it states that in the New York Post. Yeah. Grill. Superstar Ella says Jay-Z's father was not around, so of course he does not know the value of a father. Jay-Z is out here denying children like Peter denied Jesus. But here's the thing. Why is he an incredible father to Blue Ivy and Remy and Sir? He's amazing. He seems like a great father. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He seemed like a great dad to them, so he knows what it takes to be a father and what, like, he knows what's up. Honestly, I think this has everything to do with finances, with another heir, because Jay-Z has a empire. Jay-Z is worth a lot of money, and by being blood connected to someone, you can change things. You can attest things. You can bring things to court. Say anything happened to Jay-Z, he has it in his will and whatnot that certain, if they can prove that they're related to him or, prove relation, then there's certain things that can be up for grabs that they would get too, and that they would deserve too. Because I don't think it has anything to do with like child support or anything like that. Because Jay-Z's super rich. So that would be no sweat off his back to pay child support. And Ramir's grown. So what back support and stuff like that, I don't know how that would work if it would come in effect at all, because him being in his 30s now, I really don't see them going back that far to all the way to the 90s. No, they're not going to do that. So yeah, I really don't think it has anything to do with that. I just think it's more so what he could petition the court for certain things and to be a part of certain things and and whatnot. So I think it's that. I think Jay-Z wants to leave his legacy to his children, the ones he has with Beyonce. If you don't come out of Beyonce, it gives he's not claiming you. So if he had children and stuff before, which I think people like them, like Jay-Z and them, for sure in the 90s, just running around being reckless. So when you go around being reckless, and we're gonna bring a lot of it's a lot of rappers that have a lot of children. Look at Young Thug, people like that, they have a lot of kids, so but it can be easy for them to deny them all if they wanted to. They could deny them. Look at Future, So I do believe that there are kids out here that are superstars or stars, kids, but they're not being claimed due to what the stars want to protect. Yeah, because crazy. Correct. Allegedly, yes, he has a son there by what's the name, Chanel, by Chanel. So yeah, it's crazy. But let's keep reading. So the affidavit, the rest affidavit. Okay, where were we? Okay. Sean asked me to leave with him, but I told him I could not because my mother would be upset. I never saw him again until a year later on television, but still had no idea of his real name until later and did not know how to reach him. So when she met him as Rock. All right. And it wasn't public information like back in the days where you could just like hop on Google and find out a celebrity's real government name, so it wasn't easy for her to, like she said, I saw him on TV, but I still didn't know his name. Like I still didn't know, who he was. And then she found out later. So then when she finally found out, that's when she pursued paternity and all of that for her son Ramir against Jay-Z. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So shout out to Ramir. hopefully one day, you know, because that's sad. And Remy raps. He's a rapper. He's good at it too. You know, that's the thing about it. It's like he has a sound behind him. He sounds good. Um, that's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But let's keep pushing. All right. So we've talked about Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Aaliyah. This is going to push us into our next couple topics with like Charlie Baltimore, Solange, Rachel Roy. We're going to push into those things. Are you going to go to it? Okay, right here. So we spoke on how Jay-Z and Dame Dash were both going after Aaliyah, or that they both had dated Aaliyah, and that Jay-Z had dated Aaliyah. Now, when I said date, like I said before, just went out on dates, like to dinner, group dates. You know, sometimes you go on a date with most people, you have friends that join, you know, and whatnot. And that is still very so much true. Like Jay-Z was courting Aaliyah. He was trying to date Aaliyah. He wanted to be with Aaliyah. Because at that point in time, Aaliyah was the girl everybody wanted. Everybody wanted Aaliyah. But Aaliyah wasn't letting nobody take her down. That was the thing. She wasn't seeing anybody. She was not. Now she was dating. You know, it was good because everybody was after her. Even people like Genuine, all of they was all after Aaliyah. Okay, everyone was after her. Everybody. She was the it girl. You know, so everybody wanted a taste of Aaliyah. Everybody wanted her, but she was hard to get. She was. Many people shot they shot, but you know, besides like a dinner, you know, or something like that, Aaliyah wasn't going. You know, she just wasn't, you know, here for it. So, Jayz. So look at here. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So let's get into Dame's story. And Dame says this out of his own mouth. So yeah. Dame Dash reveals that he and Jay-Z were in competition for Aaliyah's heart. His quote, "We were both trying to get at her. I kind of eased up, but then we ran into each other." Dame Dash's recent conversation with the That's Effed Up podcast opened up the floor for him to speak on competing with Jay-Z in pursuit of late R&B singer Aaliyah. The Rockefeller co-founder explained the time him and Hova competed for the Rock the Boat singer's heart, claiming that she gave both of them some play. His quote, "I didn't look at her like that because she was like a tomboy." Dash started. "She was little to me. But then one time, I guess we had the same bookkeeper, and I walked past. Every time I saw her, she looked different. She had different looks every time, and I was like, who the F is that? Question mark. I just threw my A game," he added, before learning that Jay-Z was after her too. And then, you know, I guess Jay was trying to get her as well. And I didn't know. It got brought up, and I was like, F both of y'all. But it never worked out for them. So when he found out that Jay-Z was in pursuit of Aaliyah, because he was sending her like flowers and stuff, he was taking her to dinners, hanging out with him and his friends. You know, that's how the pictures got out of, you know, when he had his arm around her stomach and she was holding his hand. They were dating. Like they were on a date with each other, courting, you know, like at that point in time, like he was trying to get her. And then when Dame found out about it, he said F both of them. He said F Jay-Z and F Aaliyah. Okay. So at that point in time, that's when, now you got all this going on. Dame Dash in pursuit of Aaliyah, all of that. Jay-Z in pursuit of Aaliyah. And Dame says that he didn't know that Jay-Z was in pursuit of Aaliyah. Well, Dame, why would you know that when you were with Rachel Roy? Like, you had a woman. So why would Jay-Z think you gunning for Aaliyah? Like, for what? You got a girl. You got a girl, which was Rachel Roy. And Jay-Z liked her too. Like, Jay-Z had liked her too. So it was giving every time Jay-Z, because these dudes in the industry have that, even with B2K, like B2K been went through stuff like that. You know, one date Jennifer Freeman, and then they'll go after the other one date April, and then you know, so it's like that's just what they did. That's just what they were. So I believe Dame sought Rachel Roy because that's who Jay-Z wanted. No different than Aaliyah. I feel like Dame Dash did that on purpose. Like he sought after Aaliyah because he saw that Jay-Z wanted her. Because Dame was the business aspect. He was in the background, but wanted to be the frontman, wanted to be all up in the cameras. Ooh, look at me, look at me, look at me. He was given that, but he didn't have any talent. Jay-Z had the talent. So with Jay-Z being in the forefront and being like the spokesperson for the company, Rockefeller, and whatnot, rapping on it, also being partnered with Dame Dash with this business, I think he was always jealous of the FaceTime that Jay-Z would get. When people would see Jay-Z, they recognize him. Oh, Jay-Z, 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 Jay-Z. But Dame Dash would be walking right next to him, and people would just be like, excuse me, so I can... Hey, little guy, can you move out of my shot, please? you. Hey, guy standing next to Jay, can you move? You in our shot. Yeah, move. And now my girl, he got tired of that. He wanted to be the reason why people stopped. Be like, oh, it's Dame Dash. Like he always wanted that. He can't convince me anything other. That's what he wanted. Dame Dash treated people horribly. He treated his staff horribly. He treated his staff like slaves. And whatnot. So I will never have any respect for Dame Dash. Like he's trash. And let's not forget, Aaliyah got on that plane and rushed back early because you called her name. Because you like to talk about everything but that. Talk about that. Talk about the real reason why Aaliyah came back. And I'm a girl. Because Aaliyah found out about Rachel Roy. Nah, tell the truth and shame the devil. Aaliyah found out about her. Aaliyah ain't want nothing to do with you. And you was on the phone, baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Nah. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Before Aaliyah left to go to the Bahamas to shoot the video, Rock the Boat, she found out about you and Rachel. She did. She absolutely did. And that's why you're trying to rush her back there, because you was begging and pleading to get back with her. And Aaliyah was a sweet girl. Okay, she was a sweet person. So I believe she was coming back there because she wanted to hear what you have to say, but you wanted to talk to her face to face and prove to her that you weren't with Rachel, because you were with Rachel the whole time you were with Aaliyah. It wasn't a significant moment that you were dating Aaliyah that you were not dating Rachel too. You were with her the whole time. That's why people were confused when you got with Aaliyah, because it's like, don't you go with Rachel? Like, don't you go with her? Like, what? What is this? This is what people would say. Everybody knew but Aaliyah. Aaliyah did not know. But it was getting back to her. The news was traveling. That's why he tried to keep Aaliyah real close. That news got back to her. It's like, oh, he with Rachel. They're together, right? Got turned out, I believe she was actually like, was she like pregnant or something like that at the time? Because they have 2 children, 2 girls, Rachel Roy and Dame Dash. Now, mind you, Dame's sitting here with Aaliyah spitefully. He didn't want her like that. No, he didn't. He wanted her because Jay-Z did. She was a trophy. A trophy is what Aaliyah was, because his heart was with Rachel. So they ended up getting married, all of that. They didn't get married before Aaliyah died. They got married after Aaliyah passed away. But were dating the whole time. They were with each other the whole time. So while he's sitting here talking about all of this, courting Aaliyah, getting with Aaliyah, all of this stuff, him and Jay-Z competing for Aaliyah, he was with Rachel. Let that sit in the back of your mind. He was with Rachel this whole time. Okay? The whole time. Man, don't you ever forget it. Okay? That's one of the number one reasons why Beyonce probably never liked Rachel, because her name was out there. Rachel Royce. Her name was out there. And not only that, I believe Beyonce and Aaliyah were friends. I don't think Beyonce was ever jealous of her. Like, jealous of what? I don't think she was jealous of her. All the men pursuing Beyonce at that, Beyonce wasn't worried about no Aaliyah, and Aaliyah wasn't worried about Beyonce. I think they liked each other. Aaliyah was a sweet girl. Everybody liked her. You're not gonna hear any celebrity, even people that even the small people, from the makeup artist to everybody said Aaliyah was amazing. She was the sweetest person. You just loved her. It was hard to not like her, even if you didn't want to like her. You know, that smile was she just was really sweet, and she was genuine. She wasn't a mean person. She didn't go around talking about people. She even turned down roles like Scary Movie. She turned that movie down because it was making fun of Brandy. Her and Brandy were friends. They were really close. So Aaliyah didn't even want to make it look as if she would throw any shade towards her. Aaliyah was the kind of like Whitney Houston. Aaliyah was the girl. She wanted everybody to win. She was proud of everybody. She was a fan of everybody. You know, she ain't beef with people. She didn't like that. She uplifted everyone, everybody in the industry. You know, she wasn't that type of girl. So yeah, Beyonce and Aaliyah, you can go look in the past. There's plenty of pictures of them together. Beyonce even did a red carpet back in the day when she was in Destiny's Child and was interviewing people on the red carpet. Aaliyah was one of those people. They would genuinely hug when they seen each other. They were happy to see each other. There's plenty of pictures of Destiny's Child taking pictures with Aaliyah. Yeah, Aaliyah was not beefing with that girl. Like Aaliyah was not beefing with Beyonce, and Beyonce was not beefing with Aaliyah. I think they genuinely liked each other. I don't, because at that point in time, Beyonce wasn't worried about no Jay-Z. Jay-Z focused on Beyonce after Aaliyah died, not before. Not before. Aaliyah died in 2001. Crazy in Love, all of that, Beyonce breaking out, all of that stuff pretty much happened the same year. So, like I said, Aaliyah and Beyonce were not worried about each other. Beyonce was about to be a standalone artist. Beyonce would have popped no matter what. Whether Aaliyah was here or gone, Beyonce would still be Beyonce. Aaliyah would still have been Aaliyah. I think they would have collaborated. All of that, I really do. I think all of that stuff would have happened. Beyonce's known for collaborating with powerful, bigger artists like the Lady Gagas and people like. She definitely would have collaborated with Aaliyah. Yeah. So I don't think that they were. I wouldn't say that they were fake friends because they barely saw each other. Like that was the thing. Like when they did see each other, it was all love, but it wasn't like they was at the same parties. And no, when you would see Aaliyah hung out with people that Beyonce couldn't touch yet. Beyonce wasn't like enthralled with Jay-Z. She had met him, but she wasn't like wrapped up in him. But you seen Aaliyah at the at the Rock Nation party, Rockefeller parties, you know, I mean, stuff like that. You didn't see Beyonce. So they were in two different lanes, if you ask me. I think Beyonce wanted to be a lot like Aaliyah. I think she kind of like looked up to her, you know, just like because Aaliyah had started at a young age, 15 years old. Yeah, I think Beyonce looked up to her. If anything, what would they have been beefing for? They would. Beyonce, I mean, Aaliyah didn't beef with nobody. There, you will hear no beef and Aaliyah connected to it. She wasn't that type of person. So even if Beyonce was, she wouldn't have got that energy out of Aaliyah. Aaliyah was sweet. Like Aaliyah didn't have time for that. Like, and that's what I liked about her, you know, that she just focused on her music, her craft, her dancing, her acting. That was my girl. Like, she wasn't out here focused on none of that stuff. She was out here like, you know, shout out to everybody, you know, that's doing anything, but this is what I'm doing. You know, my name is Aaliyah. I miss her. I gotta miss her. So, but anyways, so let's finish getting into this so we can move into the next part. Oh my God, I love Aaliyah. So, Jayz. So, okay, ease up on her. We ran into each other. Long story. Okay. Dame then admitted that many of his musical peers were interested in the young artist, that she was dating, but not getting serious with just anyone. His quote, "Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro," he continued. "She'll go to dinner with ninjas, but she wasn't gonna just be smashing." So that was a big deal. Like, who can get with Aaliyah? So again, a lot of people were in pursuit of her. A lot of people, even Diddy. Diddy was even in pursuit of Aaliyah. He would flirt with her in public, even while he was in a relationship with Jennifer Lopez. When him and Aaliyah was on stage and they did the little cha-cha, up there. Then he had Aaliyah like turn around and whatnot. Like he was flirting with her. Like Diddy always had a crush on Aaliyah, and he was trying to get with her too. So every man in this picture was at Aaliyah. Every man in this picture was on Aaliyah's heels. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. That's why, absolutely. But that's why her and DMX became close. DMX looked at Aaliyah as the young lady that she was. DMX didn't come around Aaliyah trying to smash her. DMX came around Aaliyah as like a big brother, you know, as a woman that he's seen that a lot of men were seeking. But when he got to meet her, I think he just like fell in love with her personality, and they became like instant friends. It was an instant bond. I don't think it was anything sexual. I think that he just really respected her, you know, and she respected him, you know, is what I feel like. Yeah, I really do. I feel like DMX is like really one of the only men. Even Timbaland admitted that he was like literally in love with Aaliyah. It's like how gross. How gross. Like, ugh. No, DMX respected Aaliyah. That's why I loved their relationship. I even still to this day, sometimes when I get bored, I watch that video. Back in One Piece. I just because you could just see the chemistry, you know, that they had just as friends. And then in the I Miss You video, when after Aaliyah passed away and they used her song and they did the video, DMX speaking in the beginning, that always sat with me, you know, because I took Aaliyah passing hard. And DMX was one of those people that I felt like understood, you know, like he really like his little sister passed away, like his little cousin passed away, was how it was, you know, with him. Somebody he really admired and enjoyed. Somebody I think Aaliyah always made him smile. She was like sunlight, you know, to him. So yeah, you could tell that he really cared about her. He did. And he was devastated when she passed away. Devastated, you could tell. Like people like Missy Elliott, Little Kim, those people were devastated. Yeah, for real. Like they were really hurt when she passed. So yeah, but shout out to DMX for being respectful and being a man, because it takes a man to do that. This is why they say men can't be friends with women. They can. You just have to want to be. That's all. You just have to want to be friends with them. And he did, you know, he just wanted to be a friend. That's it. And she just wanted, you know, same thing. So shout out to both of them. I hope they're in heaven, you know, giving each other the biggest hug. I really hope so. Because he really missed her. You could tell. So but yeah, all of these men were pursuing this young girl, you know. The music exec also revealed that Jay was obviously bitter about him pursuing Aaliyah once he found out. His quote, yeah, he felt the way, but everybody knows that ish. They be trying to act like he was really effing with her. Nah, he was sending flowers and doing all that ish. He was courting her. So we were both going hard and we ended up in the same house on the 4th of July, which is this picture right here. Which is this picture right here. Who Dame Dash is hugged up with is his date. Aaliyah was there with her friends, okay? And if there was a guy that she would have been hanging out with that night, it would have been Jay-Z. It would have been Jay-Z. Dame was always cheating on Rachel Roy. He was always cheating on her. If Aaliyah was at that party with any male that night, it would have been Jay-Z. You see how Jay-Z and Aaliyah are the only two in these pictures that don't have a date? It's because they're together. Diddy's there with Jennifer. Dame there with, you know, old girl the model. And Aaliyah was there with Jay-Z. So him talking, one day we ran into each other. Nah, you was creeping behind Jay-Z back, trying to get with Aaliyah, and I'm my girl. And I think overall, when she put both of y'all together, I think that she, because you so manipulative, that she chose you. with it, because you kept, being fake, and whatnot, tricking a girl to fall in love with you. And I'm a girl. So he said we ended up at the same house on the 4th of July. It was like one day Aaliyah might lean towards him, and then it'll lean towards me. So he said, like, I guess sometimes we'd be at a party, and sometimes she'll come over here with me. Then sometimes we'd be at a party, she'll be over there with him. Type of thing. It's like you and Jay-Z were cool. Like you guys are stuck at the hip at that point in time. So that was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, you went behind Jay-Z's back. You knew Jay-Z was pursuing and courting Aaliyah. You knew. You are a liar, making it seem like, because how would you not have known that? Y'all were too close. Y'all see each other every single day. Every single day. Y'all were business partners. And you follow Jay-Z everywhere. You don't let him do nothing by himself. You all up in his videos, we're producing the videos, directing the videos. Like you were everywhere. You were everywhere he was. So you absolutely knew Jay-Z was your biggest client. So yeah, you knew. You knew. You're lying. You're lying. You knew you were Rachel Roy. That's what that were. So okay. He added about his consistency with the singer. But I was just on fire that week. Everything I was saying was funny. You know what I'm saying? No, girls. But I guess he said, this week I'm winning. I guess this was for the love of Aaliyah. The flavor of love Aaliyah edition. I remember coming downstairs and Jay was like, because his friends were laughing at him and Ish. I guess laughing at him because Dame and Aaliyah started dating. I don't know. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Aaliyah was only 22 years old when she passed away in 2001 from a plane crash while leaving the Bahamas. At the time, she was shooting the music video for Rock the Boat on the island. She and 8 other passengers lost their lives from the aircraft being overloaded. In the decades since her passing, Aaliyah's music has continued to be heard and supported all over. I know that's right. Aaliyah's accolades include 3 American Music Awards, 2 MTV VMAs, and 5 Grammy nominations. Okay, so you can watch the whole interview on That's Effed Up. I will not be playing a piece. Other people content, but we're gonna slide right on to Rachel Roy. So Rachel Roy, all right. Or should we slide into Charlie? Let's slide into Charlie and then we'll get into Rachel Roy. Okay, so Cameron speaks on Charlie Baltimore, and because again, Jay-Z was always caught up, and I love triangle, and some type of love triangle. So Cameron says Jay-Z and Riviera beef was over Charlie Baltimore. Cameron joins DJ Who's Kid, the Hollywood Shuffle, on Shade 45 and states that beef between Jay-Z and Lance Riviera was over Charlie Baltimore, not over leaked music, as it's long been rumored, implying that the 1999 stabbing was also because the female singer. Okay. Now, if you don't know, Lance Riviera dealt with a lot of amazing artists. BIGGIE being one of them, okay? Notorious BIGGIE and Lance, they were working close before the BIGGIE passed away. Now, a lot of people know about Charlie Baltimore and Jay-Z, but some people don't. So let's get into it. Because, it's only so much we can talk about on YouTube. So with allegedly, they said Jay-Z did that over leaked music. Now, back in the day, Jay-Z had a disagreement with Lance Riviera, and allegedly Jay-Z's him, like Diddy going into producers' offices with, bodyguards and hurting and harming them and whatnot. Jay-Z has done a little bit of the same thing, and I'm a girl. So, but he did it to Lance Riviera. Cameron says No. That was not about about the music. It was about Charlie Baltimore. Now, Jay-Z knew that Biggie was messing with Charlie Baltimore. Okay, it was no secret that Charlie Baltimore and B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G., were sleeping together. Okay, that's what that word. Okay. So with them sleeping together, Jay-Z, in my opinion, knows a lot about B.I.G. passing away. Way more than he has ever alluded. And with Jay-Z buying, if you didn't know, Jay-Z a few years back bought Biggie's crown and gave it to Blue Ivy. Okay. So clearly Biggie's crown don't mean much to him. If he bought it for his daughter. Like, he didn't buy it for himself. Yeah. He got it and gave it to her. Because he didn't care too much for Biggie, in my opinion. Okay. In my opinion. He didn't care too much for Biggie. And in my opinion, Jay-Z did what he always does and was a creep and went behind Biggie's back and took information to Diddy. And I believe part of that information got Biggie fooled. So yeah, I feel like, there's a sordid past there. Because he will get into it. But let's get into this first. So clearly it wasn't about music, that the stabbing. It was allegedly over Charlie Baltimore. So let's go. Throughout the 28-minute interview, Killer Cam also touches on a myriad of other topics. He discusses how he lacked understanding of the bit. We don't care about that. His interactions with Big L while growing up in Harlem. We don't care about that either. How Mace taught Jim Jones how to rap. We don't care about that. Okay, right here. In addition, Cam delves into the first time meeting Biggie. He tells DJ Who Kid, I went to Big's house and he had a broken leg. I believe at that time he had tooches in his bed. And that was my audition. I rapped for Big in his bedroom with tooches in the bed. Cameron explains that Biggie wanted to sign him to a record deal, but passed shortly thereafter. Okay. However, Riviera kept Biggie's word and eventually signed Cameron to Sony Music Epic Records. In the clip, Cam also talks about his new single and care about that. Yet another interesting tidbit from the conversation is an anecdote about Kanye. We don't care about that either. Get back into the right here. Okay, and how Cam heard Jay-Z version of the radio just 2 weeks later. Okay, yeah, we don't care about that either. Okay, so let's get into Charlie Baltimore because he said that it was over Charlie Baltimore. So let's get into Charlie addressing some of these things, shall we? So Charlie Baltimore addresses Jay-Z's rumors. I never had any songs ghostwritten by him, okay? So Philadelphia rap veteran Charlie Baltimore has stepped forward to destroy past rumors claiming hip-hop mogul Jay-Z quietly ghostwrote her records in the 1990s. It's like, girl, most people don't even know that you rapped. Referencing her 1998 Money Love single, Baltimore said the Locks, not Hove, wrote the record. We don't care. Her quote, Jay-Z didn't ghostwrite Money, replied Charlie when asked about Hove's role in her debut single. I never had any songs ghostwritten by Jay-Z. I do all my own writing, but actually, Money was written by the Locks, and that was because I just had gotten my deal, and the person running the label at the time, Lance Riviera, just thought my first single should have been written by someone else. So how you gonna say that you write your own music? I write all my own music, but this song wasn't written by me. It was written by the Locks. Then that means you don't write all your own music. That means the single that put you on the map was ghostwritten. So that means that you can't rap if the only hit that you have technically had was the one that the Locks wrote. Act Up is the hit record, but Lil Yachty wrote it by the City Grid. They didn't write that. neither verse or the chorus. They don't write that. That's their biggest song. They don't have a song bigger than Act Up. So until they get a song bigger than Act Up that they wrote, they don't have a hit record. They performed a hit record, but they don't have a hit. They don't got one. So shout out to Charlie Baltimore. You know, no, I'm just stating facts. She stated that her biggest record to date was not written by her. So that means that you don't have a hit record yet. A hit record, because you say you write everything. So how come everything you written, but the only track that was written for you was weird. So but everybody was doing that. So Lance Revere, to me, he wasn't trying to like set her up. Biggie wrote Lil' Kim first album. He wrote hardcore. So I mean, it made sense. You know, like a lot of male rappers were writing for the females that were on their teams. Okay, because Biggie, Diddy, and Little Kim would have been like the first like Young Money, if you will. You know, the Nicki Drake Wayne duo. They were the first ones to do that. You know, but I mean, if you want to put it into layman's terms, the actual first person to do was Wyclef Jean with the Fugees, in my opinion, with hip hop, that were adding a female in there and it, like mattering. I would say that he did it, but Lauryn Hill, you know, because she rapped and sang, but a lot of their bigger songs were her singing. So like, and then, you know, Biggie, Diddy, and Kim, you know, they kind of just took over like everything 100%. So with them canceling everything, because they did, once Biggie, it was over. It was over. You know, Biggie, Kim, Diddy care, but yeah, Kim came with a bang. Shout out to Lil' Kim. I love her down. Like, love Lil' Kim down. Like, that's my girl. I love what she's done. Like, I love Lil' Kim. I love her. So I'm not taking anything from her. I'm just saying that it's true that he did do a lot of writing for her. Nothing wrong with that. Beyonce can convince me that when Jayz didn't write the Savage remix. I love Beyonce now, but girl, you're not convincing me that Jayz did not write. It sound like him. Like it sounds just like him. Like I'm like, it sounds like him. Like a girl. But I still love everything Beyonce does. You know, so the same thing with Little Kim. Like, who cares? You know, if Biggie wrote a lot, because I do believe like she helped. I don't think she just sat there, but I do think he critiqued a lot of things, changed a lot of things, and she would allow it. So when she had, you know, come like this, he'd be like, nah, do this. Nah, say this. No, take that part out. Say this instead. When you do that to damn near every song, that's his album. That's, you know, it's more so of him than her. You know, a lot of that influence was not Kim's, it was Biggie's. Biggie, she was like a Barbie doll, if you ask me. And one thing that I like about Little Kim is that she still like made it into her own. You know, she it was still her. Like if we didn't know what Biggie was doing in the background, it's like we didn't care because Lil' Kim owned it. You know, that personality that came with it, the how she was strut across that stage. Like he ain't teach her that. Like it's some stuff you just can't teach. You know, and Kim being able to ride a beat, that's how you know she can rap. You know, because she can ride a beat like that come from her. Like you can't teach somebody that. You either got it or you don't. So and then everything fashion wise, I believe that was more of Kim. Like that was her. These are my ideas. This is what I think, you know. But yeah, I think that Biggie had an idea of what he wanted her to be, and she perfected it. I think that's what it was. Same thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think Jay-Z had a relationship to me because it started out a business deal before it started out as like them like literally going together. Because he had always been looking for a female in that aspect, Foxy Brown and Charlie Baltimore's and so on and so forth. So he had always been looking for someone. Aaliyah was the one I really think he wanted. And then once, she passed away, once he realized, I'm really not, even while Dame was with her, I don't think if he cared. I think he still would have liked David Leah. I really don't think he would have cared, but yeah. So let's keep going. In 2009, Baltimore opened up about her past bond with Jay-Z. She says, "We had a relationship that was based on a friendship at one point. Like with me, if I'm in any sort of relationship, it has to be mutual. If you are mutual friends, then you are mutual friends. If you are mutual effing, then you are mutually effing. Laugh. There should be a point where one person is putting in 60% and the other person is putting in 100%. We don't care about that." Charlie said that goes with any kind of relationship. I don't know how Jay is now, but back then I felt as though Jay was all about Jay. Ain't nothing changed, girl. I felt like in any sort of relationship, no matter what it is, it has to be mutual. You have to have a mutual respect to accomplish anything if you are trying to do business. So she said that, Jay-Z, she wasn't never in a relationship with him because everything was about him. Everything was about him. So, I mean, no. Like, Jay all about Jay. So how can it be mutual if you all about you? So I believe her when she says obviously that her and Jay used to mess around, and all of that makes complete sense. She also said there were initial plans for her to appear in rap group The Commission alongside Jay and the late Notorious B.I.G. Of course, everybody knows B.I.G. was trying to do The Commission. It was supposed to be me, B.I.G., and Jay. When you're a female, people always try to pigeonhole you and put you in a relationship with somebody you don't even have a relationship with. She added, "You could walk down the street with any dude. I mean, you could be hanging with Choke No Joke, a mutual friend of Charlie, and somebody is going to say, y'all effing. Well, you and Biggie was. So if you said that, yeah, what you said that to say what?" She made her first appearance in the music industry in 1995 with Junior Mafia's Get Money, playing the Notorious B.I.G.'s then wife, Faith Evans. Her first video in 1998 with the hit Money featured on the Woo movie soundtrack. Baltimore was also referenced by rapper Jay-Z in his song The Allure on the Black Album when he said, "All the Christies in every city and Tiffany Lanes, we're all hustlers in love with the same thing." So let's get into this. So she made her first appearance in the music industry in 1995 with Junior Mafia's Get Money, playing the Notorious B.I.G.'s then wife, Faith Evans. Let's go. So this is why I believe, hold on. Why I believe, let me pull this up. Jay-Z, in my opinion, stabbed Biggie in the back. Okay, when he was doing the same thing to other people. Okay, Biggie, let's look at he's not innocent. Biggie is not innocent. Okay, so we're gonna say this. Biggie was dating Kim before Faith Evans, Charlie Baltimore, any of those people. Charlie Baltimore states that her first appearance in the industry was being in the Junior Mafia, which Little Kim was in Junior Mafia. Was being in the Junior Mafia's Get Money video, right? And she was playing Faith Evans. So Charlie came in all wrong. She came in all wrong. She came in stepping on Kim's toes, and not only stepping on Kim's toes, Faith Evans. Like you came in like basically like mocking her, but whatever. So Kim was still messing with Biggie. She never stopped messing with Biggie all the way up into him passing away, right? Charlie Baltimore comes into the picture again, stepping on Kim's toes because This is why I believe that Little Kim has like bleached and stuff like that and lightened her skin and whatnot, because she truly loved Biggie, and Biggie always chose what it seemed to be lighter skinned women over her. She felt like the only thing these girls like Faith Evans, Charlie Baltimore, and others, because Biggie would also cheat on Faith Evans with white women. So I think that that's like part of where her complex comes from, with Biggie, and she was like deeply in love with him. You could tell, like Kim was deeply. When you're deeply in love with somebody, you will become the image. You will like become whatever image you feel like they need. It's kind of like how I feel about Offset and Cardi B. I feel like Cardi B is deeply in love with Offset. Deeply. I think she loves him. I do. I think she is deeply in love with him. To where that's why I think he affects a lot of her self-esteem, and why she is so insecure is because of him. It is. He makes her that way. He makes her insecure. And I think that that is what Biggie did with Little Kim. I think that he made her insecure. That she wasn't, because you look at Little Kim, especially back then, and a beautiful woman. Kim was born beautiful. Kim, beautiful little feisty little thing. A beautiful body. She was always stunning. Always. Her in front of the hardcore album, that's a beautiful, she's beautiful. She's always a beautiful woman, and people looked at it as if she didn't see it, like when she would get the plastic surgery later on and stuff like that. No, I think Kim always known that she was beautiful. She's just not the beautiful that she's not the beauty she needs to be to capture the person that she is deeply in love with. So I know I'm beautiful. I'm not his beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I'm just not Biggie's beautiful. I need to be, so it's like, and that's how you know when a person when you are deeply in love with someone, because look at somebody like Biggie Smalls. I mean, he was literally shaped like a snowman. God rest his Michelin body shaped soul. But I mean, he had things he could have worked on himself. I mean, you on top of people wheezing, on front of album covers. And I'm a girl. So I mean, it was plenty of stuff he could have got together. I mean, he said it his own self, fat, black, and ugly as ever. However, so I mean, it's like, oh, you got your nerve sitting here trying to make this woman feel like this. I'm not my girl. But that was the thing about Biggie. Biggie was confident. Biggie wasn't insecure. When you have women falling in your room, you go back to your hotel spot and there's 15 women in there waiting and they'll all do whatever. Why should you want to change your body? Why wouldn't you feel like you that guy? But look at people like Rick Ross, people like that. You gotta lose a pound for what? For what? What I'm losing weight for? I'm getting everything I want. And I'm a girl. And that's what that were. And that's what that were. And I'm a girl. It's that simple. And I'm a girl. We're talking about situations of him when he was alive. We're not disrespecting the dead. You sound weird. You sound dumb. Get your two saved arse up out my show. That's all you got to do is leave. Because that's weird. That's weird. Making fun of the dead would literally be doing that. Making fun of someone when they're alive. I could say the same thing about dead people in my family. If we have funny moments or if they looked a certain way, that's what they looked like. What about it? Yeah. When Biggie Smalls was alive, he was big. It was literally in his name. You look and sound dumb. His eye was cocked. He did say fat, black, and ugly as ever. His words. Ugh, you're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Clearly, I don't just have to tell you once because you're still here. Let me help you. See, a lot of y'all be having problems leaving. Y'all act like, it's the door locked. on the way, and it didn't. I promise you, it didn't. Biggie Smalls was big. He was a big dude, big feet too. He wore size like what, 14, 15? Like what about it? Weird. So yeah, her flip. So yeah, we're talking about situations of him when he was alive. Speaking ill of the dead when me doing just that. Just speaking ill of them. Just because we're not. He's being brought up. He was big. His eye was cocked. We're not taking those things away because he died. That's weird. Although he's gone, he was beautiful. Yeah, probably a beautiful soul. No, we're not gonna make people cute because they're not here no more. And that's it. That's it. So and I'm a girl. So yes. So before I was rudely interrupted, and I'm a girl. I believe that when Charlie came in again, she was stepping on everyone's toes. Little Kim being one of those people. Okay. So her coming in and them doing the commission, this is how you could tell that Biggie was definitely over Little Kim. He absolutely was, and he wanted to hurt her. So I don't know what she had did at that point in time, because his original plan was to go off and start his own label with Junior Mafia. And then he met Jay-Z. And when him and Jay-Z, became cooler, than what they were supposed to do the same thing that Biggie did with Diddy, but this time with Jay-Z and Charlie Baltimore. This is how you know for a fact that Biggie was leaving Bad Boy. You know he was. He didn't want nothing to do with Puff. So with P. Diddy trying to make it seem like Biggie was his best friend, no. Y'all started off that way. It did. Y'all got a lot closer, before he passed. You got a lot closer. I mean, while y'all first got into the industry, but before he passed away, y'all were drifting apart, and far apart. And with him wanting to start the commission with Jay-Z, I believe Jay-Z is a snitch, just like he's done before with what's his name? Because it was Dame Dash. He's from Houston. What is his name? He's big in Houston. Runs Rap-A-Lot Records. What's his name? It escapes me right now, but I know he owns Rap-A-Lot Records. His son discovered Jay-Z, Quavo, and all of that stuff. They were allegedly a part of it. What is his name? I know y'all know. It escapes me right now. No, not Bun B. He's not a rapper. He's a businessman. Thank you, Jay Prince. And the Princess. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Look at 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 y'all. I knew y'all knew. I knew y'all knew. I knew y'all knew. So and I'm a girl. So yeah, so Jay Prince. Okay, now y'all got him with the other. Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, Jay-Z. It was a few other people. They were all putting a distribution company together. Okay. And Jay-Z went and snitched, allegedly, and went and told Liar Cohen and a few others that they were doing this distribution deal behind their back. So it was going to be the first all-Black ran distribution company, right? There is none of those. All the distribution companies for like music and all that other stuff, it's all ran by other races. There's no Black-owned distribution company, And so they were gonna Suge Knight too. So and they were gonna do, the first all-Black distribution company. Allegedly, Jay-Z went behind their back and went and told the higher ups, the elite, about what was going on. And then all of a sudden they started to get raided, like Murder Inc. And Irv Gotti, their offices and stuff started getting raided, and Jay Prince started to get raided and just pulled over randomly by people in black suits. And all of that. They ran Suge Knight off, and it got bad. But after that, Jay-Z opens up the 4040 Club, and they give him Def Jam records. All of this great stuff happens for Jay-Z. Where everybody else's door getting kicked in. Everybody else office those getting kicked in, and the girl business is shut down, and all of that. But Jay-Z's just thriving. He's doing just fine. And so I think it was the same thing here with this situation with the commission. Jay-Z allegedly, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I believe Jay-Z went and told Diddy. I believe Jay-Z went and told Diddy that Biggie was conspiring behind behind Diddy or Diddy's back, that Biggie was conspiring behind Diddy's back to not only leave Bad Boy successfully, but bring him in and others like Charlie Baltimore on the roster. So I believe at that point, because at first I believe Biggie was trying to leave with Junior Mafia, and all of that. I think it got to the point to where he realized that probably wasn't going to be possible. So I think that he just was just ready to just leave on his own, go by himself. But he wanted to go and start this business with Charlie Baltimore and Jay-Z. The problem was Jay-Z wanted Charlie. Let's start there. Jay-Z wanted Charlie, which gave him even more reason to go and tell Diddy about what was going on, because he wanted Charlie Baltimore and he needed Biggie out of the way. If Biggie Smalls was alive, because Jay-Z was coming out right at that time. He was coming out right around his name was starting to, get mentioned more. So, but when Biggie died, then all of a sudden, Jay-Z just, because Pac was already gone. Pac was already gone. Jay-Z can't be legendary with Biggie here. There can only be one. Who's going to run this town tonight? Okay. Please hit the link. Please hit the link. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Who is that? For who? Who are you? Yeah, this is not necessarily like a link drop show, but if you have like firsthand knowledge on something of this situation and you want to talk, we absolutely can. We absolutely can. Yeah, this isn't like necessarily like a link dropping show, like but if you're connected to the situation or know a lot about the situation, then that's fine. Yeah, so no, now he's weird. Okay, so I believe he went and told Diddy about what was going on, and then after Diddy found out, I believe that added to the fuel of Diddy taking Biggie out. I don't care what anyone on this earth says. Diddy had everything to do with Biggie dying. Everything to do with it. I don't care what anyone says. In my heart's heart, I feel strongly that he was absolutely involved in any situation like that where money is involved. You always look to the person who gains the most immediately. Diddy was to gain more than anyone off of Biggie passing away. He did nothing to protect Biggie. Nothing. Pac had already died. So why wouldn't you make sure that Biggie had hella security and you keep sending him to all of the op areas? Even with tour dates and stuff like that, you wanted something to happen to him. Because no one's, and then your cash cow was leaving. If Biggie would have left Bad Boy would not have been a success. It would not have been. That company was built off the back of Biggie. Not Craig Mack, not none of those people. No. Biggie built Bad Boy. And you know who built Bad Boy, because it's who the music correlates to, who you go back and listen to. So Dre, Pac, people like that, they built Death Row Records. Because those are the people's music that are still being listened to. So that's who you know, who did what. Who was the most influential, who was legendary. Craig Mack, those people, they were great. They were. But what made everybody want to come to Bad Boy, what made those artists run there and do anything to get a contract, Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. And the majority of the people just wanted to work with Biggie. So they wasn't even coming there to deal with Diddy. They didn't even care about him. We want to work with him. If you was an artist back in the day and you could get Biggie on a track, everything Biggie touched turned platinum. Everything. He could do no wrong. Biggie was that guy. And so was Pac. And so was he. But Biggie was more attainable and more like laid back. Pac was a wildfire. Like he was a wild card. You didn't know what you were going to get with him. Like you never know. He said he'll come to the studio and work with you. We'll see if he show up. Hopefully he come. You know, like you just never know with somebody like Pac. But Biggie wasn't like that. Biggie was like lived in the studio, you know. But everybody wanted to work with him. If you look at all Biggie videos, look at all of those artists that were in those videos. Look at all like the One More Chance video, especially. All of those people are there for Biggie. None of those people are there for Diddy. None of them. Lil' Kim, Junior Mafia, all of that Biggie, that was him. Because Junior Mafia took over. Lil' Kim, all of it was over with. That was all Biggie's brainchild. Biggie did all of that. Lil' Kim was the hottest MC, female MC, like to date. At that point, like nobody was working with her. Like, and he made millions of dollars off of those people, and none of them got their just due. Biggie never got his just due. Kim never got her just due. None of them. He robbed all of them blind. All of the financial trouble that Kim shouldn't be ever going through anything financially. Little Kim should be living like Mariah Carey. They should have the same lifestyle, if you ask me. They should have the same lifestyle. There is no reason Little Kim should have been going through half the stuff that she went through when Diddy owe her what he owe her. And that's why he's reaping what he sows. Like, and he's going to get it in the worst way. This is just the beginning. And so, yes, I think that he wouldn't told him. And that freed up a spot for Jay-Z. Jay-Z has pretty much been working with Biggie. I mean, Diddy, ever since Biggie died. Like, they've never really separated. They've never really, like, fallen out. They've always been in cahoots, even with the Rock Nation brunches and stuff like that. The reason why it's canceled this year is because of Diddy. Diddy has been to every single Rock Nation brunch and has been sponsored by it. And it was also sponsored by the Grammys as well, because it's a pre-brunch to the Grammys. So with it being a pre-brunch to the Grammys, that means, you know, this is, hey, prior. And then Diddy usually takes care of the after parties. So they had Jay-Z take care of the daytime, and then at nighttime, you know, Diddy has his after party. Either him or Clive Davis were the biggest Grammy after party holders, if you will. So yeah, I think that once Biggie was gone, it was easier for Jay-Z to rise, because he wouldn't have been able to do that with Biggie. Both of them representing the same area, you know, and stuff like that. So when he died and Jay-Z kept going, it kind of pushed Jay-Z into legend, because he wasn't competing with legends. He wasn't competing with Pac. He wasn't competing with Biggie. He wasn't competing with those people. At that point, it's just me. You know, there can only be one. And it's not a coincidence that Jay-Z is connected to both sides. Not a coincidence at all. So that's what that were. That's what that were. So let's keep going. Okay, what was next? So we're gonna get to this next, the whole Richard Roy thing. But yeah, so same way Bay fails. Yeah, I mean that could be possible. That could be possible. It's not supposed to Jay-Z and Diddy fell out. Correct. I don't think they fell out. I think that's why Diddy or Jay-Z canceled the brunch. Diddy knows too much about Jay-Z. Way too much about Jay-Z for Jay-Z to be trying to like literally cancel Diddy. That wouldn't be a good look for him. But I do think that Diddy had to, because Bad Boy was always going to fall. It was going to fall because Diddy never put much energy into his artist. Diddy was like a one album wonder. He liked to do one project with people and just move on, but he liked to keep having a bunch of artists push it out because that's how the checks would work. So that's all he cared about was checks. Like Faith Evans. Faith Evans, she, again, Biggie was bad boy. Biggie was bad boy. Faith Evans would have never gotten an opportunity to be Faith Evans if it was not for BIGGIE. Where her sleeping with him and then eventually marrying him was what made her a priority at Bad Boy. Diddy was not thinking about no damn Faith Evans. No, he was not. When his loyalty was supposed to be to Little Kim, who came before Faith Evans. Faith Evans became an intricate point in Bad Boy because she slept with and married Biggie. That is it. Faith Evans is very talented. Very talented. I'm not taking her talent away from her at all. But that talent would have got pushed on the back burner, just like all of the other artists at Bad Boy, if she was not with Biggie. Diddy gave her an album and project, of which a lot of those songs were supposed to be going to people like Mary J. Blige and ones like that. But he gave those songs like Soon as I Come Home. I remember all of those songs was Mary J. Blige's. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Because the main reason Mary J. Blige got any like feedback or energy from Diddy was because she was with KC. That was the only reason. Because of Jodeci. And then as soon as she broke up with him, we kind of didn't hear from Mary for a little while. Until she started doing her thing and kept her music alive. Because if she would not have kept her music alive, then it would have fell to the wayside, like her career would have. But she kept pushing. So shout out to Mary J. Because when Faith came along, that's why Mary wasn't feeling Faith. That's why she didn't like her. Because she just came and just took her spot. Even on the One More Chance song, that was Mary J. Blige's song. That was her song. So Diddy can make it so that Mary wasn't, that because he gave the song to Faith. Faith is the main vocalist. You hear through the song One More Chance, which was a huge song. She's the main vocalist that you hear. And to make it so that it didn't look away, he put everybody on a track. SWV, Aaliyah, Mary, everybody. But he kept Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans vocals the main point of the songs. So like on the bridge part, you could hear a lot of Mary J. Blige. You know, all I need is one more chance. You can hear a lot of Mary right there. But through the video, but through the song, we hear one more chance. That's Faith. So you know Mary was gonna feel some type of way. Like Mary gonna be like, for real? Like this my song. No different than people like Ashanti and Jennifer Lopez, same situations. Same situations. You know, Ashanti recorded the whole song and then she heard the song and it's just Jennifer Lopez. It's like, what the? Like, and funny, that's my song. Like, excuse me? You know, so I mean, and it's the same thing with Mary. A lot of those songs, I remember that was Mary J. Blige's song. That he gave that song to Faith. Mary J. Blige had already recorded it. You Used to Love Me. That was not listen to that song in your head. And you hear Faith, which Faith blew it. Don't get me wrong, Faith, girl, that girl can sing. But that was Mary's tempo. That's how Mary, you know, Mary would have executed that song with no problem. With no problem. And my girl. So then Faith is, you know, the new head honcho because of Biggie. And then you have Mary J. Blige and Lil' Kim feeling left out. Because now she done came forward, and now that she, you know, this, you know, light-skinned girl that's married to, you know, Biggie, now all of a sudden, that's when the song drops, I Can Love You. With Mary J. Blige and Lil' Kim. That song was to Diddy. That song wasn't about, that song was not about Big. Both of them women in that song was talking to Diddy. They was talking to him because they feelings was hurt. They're like, for real? Y'all just throw us to the wayside? They won't get no play. No play. It's like Faith came and He could have cared less, but this whole time, Biggie was still controlling a Lil' Kim, wouldn't let her do this, wouldn't let her go that, beating on her, you know, all type of stuff. But wouldn't help her finish her album. None to put her whole album on hold so that they could work on Faith. Both their projects stopped mid process. Oh, we don't need y'all in the studio. And every time they look up, they keep hearing Faith Evans on the radio. It's like, so of course they feel some type of way. So they made the song "I Can Love You" because it was like, we loved you first. Like we were here first. Like we your girls. Like, what is you doing? What are you doing? Are you so blind? Because that's how hell-bent Diddy was to try and keep Biggie happy. Because Biggie was leaving. Biggie knew the mistreatment. Biggie knew he wasn't getting what he was owed. He knew all of that. Biggie wanted out. So he was trying his harder to kiss his arse. And that's when Faith Evans became the front runner to keep him happy. Okay? That's how all this started. All righty. And then Biggie started to outsource. He absolutely did. But let's move on into Rachel Roy. Okay? So we can talk about this elevator and Jay-Z and Solange and this damn elevator. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Hold on. Is there any starred comments? Hold on. There is. Hold on. Shout out to Renee Jaguar Jackson for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Shout out to Shot Town for being a member for 8 months. And shout out to Teresa Brown for being a member for 7 months. She says, yay, 7 months of love, fun, and great content. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you guys. Okay, so let's get into Dame Dash. Okay, so Dame Dash calls Jay-Z and Beyonce cowards. Okay, guess he's not done talking about Hove now. Lemonade may been just a tale for fans, but possibly an alleged affair between Jay-Z and Rachel Roy is much more for Dame Dash. Okay, so again, Rachel Roy, the same woman that Dame Dash was dating while he was in a relationship with Aaliyah, is allegedly the woman that Beyonce was talking about in Lemonade. Okay, Becky with the good hair. All right. Now, I'm not making Rachel Roy that. Rachel Roy made herself Becky with the good hair. Now, you know that a hit dog will holler. Okay. On the album, Lemonade, Beyonce did not state any names. Okay. She did not state exactly who she was talking about, but she did leave clues in who she was talking about. But Rachel made it a point to say she is Becky, basically. She is Becky. I am who you're talking about. Okay. And I don't give up. Okay, is what it was given. Now let's go. Because we went over there and attacked her as the Beehive. We did. We was all up over there in her DMs and all over her wall. She had to turn her comments off and all that. Oh, well, stop with us. So and I'm a girl. So the former Rockefeller Records boss man used to be married to Rachel Roy. And while they're not together, the rumor that she could be Becky with the good hair was enough for the Beehive and the internet to go after her. Now, Dame Dash is speaking out. During an interview with the UK-based magazine Grazia, Dash called Hove and Beyonce cowards for not speaking up and dismantling the rumor that Roy had sex with Jay. It's an especially touchy subject for Dash, as his 2 teenage daughters, for whatever reason, faced the most criticism. His quote, "Anyone who messes with a child is a coward," he said, in liking the Beehive activities to criminal abuse. They, Beyonce and Jay-Z, should have stepped up and said something. Adults can go and harass a kid on behalf of an R&B singer. Yeah. No, we shouldn't be, but it's like whatever. I don't recall anybody attacking the children. I was attacking your ex-wife, Dame. I ain't say nothing to your churn. I was all up in Rachel DM. I was on her wall, all of that. Okay, calling her home wrecker and all of that. Yes. Absolutely. Ooh, Queen Girls, we about to get into that. We about to go. We about to get into that. So he said the trolls should have been put in jail for that. It was crazy. When asked about whether he believed, now get into this tea, y'all. When asked about whether he believed Rachel Roy actually did sleep with Jay-Z, Dame Dash says he doesn't care either way. According to him, many of her actions are what led to their split. Jay-Z, and I'm a girl. Dame, why do you just say that she didn't do it? Because why are you saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce should have stepped up and said something if Beyonce's telling the truth? That's weird. Why Beyonce got to say something to her fans because they're attacking your home wrecking ex-wife? What do you expect them to say? Hey, can y'all please stop picking on the mistress? Beehive, can y'all buzz somewhere else? Leave the mistress alone, y'all. Leave the mistress alone. You know we're gonna get her, and that's what we did, and oh my god, and that's what we did, and oh my god. So here's another quote of Dame. He says, "I don't care what Rachel did. I don't agree with a lot of things she does." He explained, "I have kids by that woman, so if I ever disrespect their mom, it will hurt my kids. I cannot air out the way." So you know that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with Rachel, but he slept with Rachel to get back at you. You already know, because he wanted Rachel in the first place, but you were with her, and then he wanted Aaliyah. Then you got with her. What? What? Gross. Gross. Correct. Yes. Bernetta, did Jay-Z mess with Rachel to piss him off? Correct. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. You know he did that to get back at you. You know that's why he did that. And I'm like, girl. But let's keep going. Yeah, so obviously because I'm not even reading what Dame said. What Dame is given, yeah, she did sleep with him, but oh well, they don't need to be harassing my kids for it. So let's get into Rachel admitting it basically herself. Let's get into that. Why not? Let's get into that. Beyonce's Lemonade Mystery, the turbulent history of Jay-Z, Rachel Roy, and Dame Dash. Fashion designer Rachel Roy may have outed herself as Beyonce's two-timing nemesis, Becky. But the history of Jay-Z and Dame Dash X goes way back to Aaliyah. Okay. Rachel Roy kicked the beehive. Sorry, Rachel Roy kicked the beehive. What transpired was worse than the end of My Girl. Let's back up a few steps. On Saturday night, Beyonce premiered her surreal, stunning visual poem Lemonade. Okay. A melodic cinematic companion piece to her album of the same name, equal parts vain opening confession, Black Lives Matter manifesto, and celebration of Black womanhood. The film, a tabloid theorist interest, where it's mirrored references of the girl. On the track Anger, she talks about parking lot screaming. If you try this ish again, you're gonna lose your wife. Before spiking her wedding ring at the camera. And Apathy, she starts things off with a mock eulogy of her marriage, ashes to ashes, dust to side chicks, before dropping a cryptic, clue about the identity of the other woman. He better call Becky with the good hair. So hours after Lemonade dropped, the fashion designer Rachel Roy posted the following photo to Instagram alongside the caption: "Good hair, don't care, but we will take good lighting. For selfies or self-truths, always live in the light. No drama. Hashtag no drama queens." And she put up a picture of her hair. And she put up, look, there she go. Girl, so she admitted it. She admitted, I am Becky with the good hair. It's me. I'm good hair, don't care. Good hair, don't care. Okay, you gonna care when we get in these damn comments when we come over here and ruin your damn life. Because Beyonce never said any names. She never said who she was discussing. Rachel Roy came out on her own. This is the day Lemonade dropped. She didn't put this up beforehand. Literally posted this right after. She did not post this before. Now, she posted it before, could have been coincidental. But it's not coincidental if you literally, like, this album drops, the visual album, and then you put this up. Knowing that there is a history between you, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Beyonce. Okay? Now, Rachel Roy, all right, after she put that up there, she got popped, okay, because the Beehive came for her. They didn't waste no time coming for her. The Beehive, Beyonce's rabid internet fan base, went full Sasha Fierce, filling Roy's comments and app mentions with nasty threats, hacking her Wikipedia page, and after she deleted the post and made her Instagram private, yes, because we was all over it. And my girl, no, don't put this up talking about some good hair, don't care, because when we get your ass, don't start feeling some type of way, girl. Then she gonna get mad. What you matter? You knew we was coming, girl. Girl, we read that caption, girl. The Beehive, we was all over it. Oh, we thought no, this didn't. Oh, for real? Oh, for real, Rachel, girl? This where we at, Rachel, girl? This what you want to do? You know you ain't got no fans, right, ho? And my girl. I said, Beehive, yeah, let's get this. Yeah, because she got her fucking nerve. So, yeah, we went over there and got her. We showed that I was all up in the roof. Them comments. And my girl. Now, I didn't threaten your girl. But I like the post of the people that did. Little piece of heart in it. Okay? It was what it was. But I said, oh, hold up. This. Hello? I'm like, oh, you proud of that? Oh, you proud of that? And I'm like, girl. So we have to go get with her. That's all that were. Oh, well, leave us alone. She started it. So we had to go over there and finish it. That's what we're. That's what's going. So then she said they even accidentally targeted the cooking show host Rachel Ray, which we did. Now we only went over there cussing her out. Rachel Ray girl. We only came over there cuss you out because she put her account on private. So we had to cuss out a Rachel. We had to cuss out a Rachel and I'm a girl, and some of her food don't be looking like it's done no way. Okay. So it was what it was. Okay. Becky, she could be Becky too. Now we were, just in case it's flying, we're gonna get you too. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Guess we was over there on Rachel Ray's. I went over there because the Beehive had put it in the headquarters that they was over there with at that moment in time. So I went over there and read some of the comments, and I seen that Rachel Roy and some of her people said that y'all got the wrong person, and we told them, we said that they could get it too. And stop telling us that we wrong. Because you could get it too. And I'm a girl, oh, well, she's going to take a test. Then go tell Rachel, the other one, to make her page public again. Yes, we cussed out Rachel Ray. Yes, the one that will rock because her name is the closest. And I'm a girl. Roy Ray, tomato, girl. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Now, ain't no poor Rachel Ray. She all right. But did she die? She all right. She can handle it. Oh, well. We needed to cut somebody out. Rachel Roy made her account private, y'all.
Now we couldn't DM her no more or nothing. What was we supposed to do? Nah. So we went over there. We was all up in Rachel, Ray, yeah. She all right. We didn't really hurt her. Ooh, y'all tried it. Trying to judge us. She shouldn't came. Then she gonna try to put her page on private. No, delete her. Hoe. She thought she was cute. Oh, you think this cute? Stop. She tried. She tried. Then she gonna try to call us bullies. So then she gonna say this. When she did finally make another post, when we ran, because we ran her up on social media. She says, I respect, love, marriages. No, you don't. No, you don't. Divorcee, families, and strength. What shouldn't be tolerated by anyone, no matter what, is bullying of any kind. When all you have to do is shut the fuck up. That's all you have to do. No, you wanted to come out here clout chasing. You wanted to come out here bust down, Tatiana bust down. No, that's what you wanted to do when I'm a girl. So that we let you clout chase. You wanted fame, right? You wanted our attention, right? You wanted some attention, girl. Not a problem. So we gave you something, you just got pressed. You just couldn't deal with it a while. So, oh well. It is what it is. Just we did cuss out Roy and Rachel. And Ray. Yes, both of them. While Roy did bring some of the backlash on herself, no, all of it. No, don't say some. No, While Roy did bring all of this backlash on herself by posting the image and caption in question, the punishment did not fit the alleged crime. Now, who is this? The Daily Beast? Yeah, the Daily Beast. I'm gonna need y'all to shut the up. Because yes, they did fit the crime. And no, we did not change her Wikipedia back, and we're not changing the back when all she had to do is shut the up. She want to be known as Becky with the good hair, home wrecker with the good hair. That's on her. Jezebel with the good hair. That's on her. Yes, it did very so much fits the crime. I guess I don't know what's wrong with her. Okay? And Rachel Ray, change your name, girl. Because oh well. So I'm not looking here. We did what we were supposed to do. Now she lucky. Yeah, we may have hit up a couple celebrities that she was working for and told them that she got hand itis. That it's a flesh-eating disease. It's on the fingers. Don't let her dress you or nothing. Not my girl. That's just what that word. So Jayz, no, she tried it. She got her nerve. All of that, Jayz. So all this rabid speculation, of course, began in the earnest when security footage emerged in 2014 of Beyonce's sister Solange going Street Fighter on Jay-Z in the elevator. Beyonce looked on. Now look at here. This is what happened. Now allegedly, girl, Beyonce, Solange, we got to get out of here. Beyonce, Solange, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I'm going to tell y'all this little piece. And then when we come back, I will get into a summer. So y'all. So Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Rachel Roy was all at that event, right? The night of the elevator incident. Rachel Roy and Jay-Z was all up in each other's face and she's smiling, giggling, all of that, girl. Oh, girl, I'm glad we wasn't there because we would have beat her ass. So I'm glad we wasn't there, girl. Oh, girl. Beehive. Oh, I'm glad he wasn't there, Beehive. So he was all up in her face and all of that because I understand why Solange was putting her hands on him in the elevator because I would have did the same thing too if I was Beyonce, bruh. We would have been up in that elevator like that, and I'm a girl. So he was all up in Rachel Roy's face. All of that, she was all up in his, girl. So then Solange got mad. Okay. Solange was like, Camel Carter, come here. Come here. Why you all up in his face? Ain't this move? So then Solange, girl, Solange said something to Rachel. Yes, there's so much. Solange ain't no punk. Solange tap Rachel. Turn around, bitch. Yeah. It's, girl, I will beat you. Rachel, bitch, I will fuck you up in this motherfucking event. Rachel, come here. Big bitch, I will beat your motherfucking ass. I will fuck you up, bitch. I don't give a fuck that my sister. I don't give a fuck that you talking to Jayz because I beat his ass too. Girl, you're in debt. I'm about to beat your ass. I'm whispering because my mom is here. She don't need to hear this. But bitch, I will fuck you up. Come here. Now, bitch, don't walk away from me. Bitch, I will fuck you up. Sister, motherfucking face, bitch. Bitch, I will fuck you up, bitch. I know my girl. That's what she said. I'm whispering because I can. That's what she said. Because you have to whisper to her. Bitch, I will fuck you up, bitch. Bitch, I will fuck you up. Like, I'm not Beyonce. I'm not her. I'm not Beyonce. Bitch. I am not Beyonce, bitch. I will fuck you up, bitch. Beyonce care about her image. I don't. I'm not dropping no album. I don't care about none of that. So I'm a girl. But Beyonce ain't no punk neither. Because Beyonce went and told Rachel because Rachel tried to talk some to Solange. And Beyonce walked up to her and said, look, Rachel, bitch, don't talk to my sister like that. Man, I suggest you not with my sis. She comfortable. So and I'm a girl. So then Jayz was trying to make it seem like they were stripping. So that's why Solange was like, oh, when should we get in this elevator? Come on. You and Beyonce, both y'all, let's go. Let's go, because she could get it too. Let's go. That's why Beyonce doing that in the elevator, because she ain't want none of Solange. She did not want none of Solange, because Solange would have wrapped her up too. And I'm a girl. So and I'm a girl. So y'all, let's get into this. Let's get into the show. Listen. So it says, okay. Street Fighter Jayz. Okay. The incident occurred following a Met Gala after party wherein the sisters Solange reportedly confronted Roy over chummy relationship with Jay-Z. So Solange checked her about being all mushy with her brother-in-law. Solange was defending Beyonce in the elevator because Solange finds Jay-Z's friendship with Rachel to be way too close for comfort, and it makes Solange very uncomfortable. A source told Hollywood Live. Beyonce also confronted Rachel and said, "Don't talk to my sister like that," after Rachel was confronted by Solange. Oh, girl. Beyonce got her face like, look at here. Don't talk to my sister like that. I don't know what's wrong with you, ho. So, and I'm a girl. Yes. Beyonce did not let that ride. Shout out to Shalika Grove, yes. For the super sticker. Thank you so much, girl. Yeah. So, I'm a girl. Thank you, girl. Shout out to Shalika for the $50 super sticker. Thank you, girl. I deserve that. I earned that. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm a girl. So y'all, Solange, looky here. Solange had confronted Roy. Like, look, get out my brother-in-law face. Get out his face. And I'm a girl. So then Roy has said something to her. Was like, looky here. Look, I could be in his face if I want to. Oh well, already smashed him. Oh well, still him. Oh well, still them, and I'm a girl. So the Beyonce was like, "Look here, don't talk to my sister like that. Don't talk to my sister like that. So and I'm a girl because now this happened at the Met Gala. Did y'all know this is the last Met Gala Jay-Z and Beyonce went to? Beyonce went to the Met Gala after that, but she didn't go with Jay-Z. She went by herself. She didn't go in. This is the last Met Gala because this is an after party at the Met Gala, but they haven't been back together since. We're gonna talk about that in the next show. They've been back. Beyonce has been back, not with him though. She's been back. She went after that because it happened in 2014. She had been to the Met. I think the last one she went to was in 20. It was either 2016 or 2019, or maybe she went to both. But she didn't go with him. No, ma'am. No, she did not. And from what I gathered, that was the last one that Rachel had been to too. Rachel ain't been back since. I wonder why. Because they had to get Solange out of there because Solange was about to beat Rachel. She absolutely was. Oh yeah, Solange was about to go Houston, girl. She about to go third ward on Rachel and I'm a girl. Absolutely starts on this. Read that again. Solange was defending Beyonce in the elevator because Solange finds Jay-Z friendship with Rachel to be way too close for comfort. And it makes Solange very uncomfortable, a source told Hollywood Unlocked. Beyonce also confronted Rachel and said, "Don't talk to my sister like that," after Rachel's confronted by Solange. Roy has since been painted as a thirsty side chick scamming on Beyonce's man. She was Allie Carter in Obsessed. Now, y'all know in the movie Obsessed. Okay? In the movie Obsessed, Beyonce played basically herself. She had one child, just like at the time. She had one child. And she was married to this man, and this Becky with good hair was after her man. She's like, psycho. And she's like, after her man. Why y'all think Beyonce agreed to play the role? That's not a coincidence. Beyonce has one kid. Her character has one kid. Beyonce character look like Beyonce. Beyonce. A man is black with an important job. Okay. Beyonce man is black with an important job. In the movie Obsessed, Beyonce's man did kind of cheat. Beyonce real life, her man did kind of cheat. In the end, Beyonce pulled Allie. Oh girl. Oh girl. Oh girl. Oh girl. Ooh, my art imitate real life. Ooh girl. Ooh girl. Ooh girl. Ooh girl. So y'all know in the next one we're gonna be talking about the movie Obsessed and compare. Because ooh girl. Absolutely. So and my girl, I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you all for the super stickers and super chats. Please make sure you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I'm a girl. I love you guys so much. Okay. Thank you for being here again. Everything I said during the show is alleged. Okay, it's all alleged. It's all alleged. I hope you guys had a good time as I did. I will be back later. Until the next show.